Thanks so much for sticking around, guys. We got more news for you. Let's get to it. So marijuana has THC, right? Hemp has CBD. So what do you call it when it doesn't have either? The USDA has officially approved of a genetically modified version of hemp that doesn't produce any THC or CBD. They're calling the new strain Badger G, and it's scientists over at the University of Wisconsin, whose mascot is Bucky the Badger, that figured it out. And instead of the two most popular cannabinoids, it produces more CBG, a non-psychoactive substance that is usually only present in significant quantities in young cannabis plants. It got the thumbs up to be grown in the US after they determined the genetic alterations weren't going to pose a plant pest risk. Sometimes the chemicals that a plant naturally produces are natural defense systems against pests and diseases, so messing with genetics can render them defenseless. Pests can then use those plants to thrive and multiply until they're a danger to their own ecosystems. But they are saying that this one is good to go, doesn't need to be monitored like some GMOs. They call CBG the mother of all cannabinoids because it's a precursor to things like CBD and THC. That's also why you only tend to find it in high levels in young plants, because by the time the plant matures, all the CBG has been converted into THC or CBD. Scientists pretty much snipped out the gene responsible for the conversion, and voila, these two cannabinoids disappear. But why would you do that to poor cannabis sativa? Well, apparently it's got two jobs, one for each cannabinoid. Hemp farmers don't want any THC in their plants. Hemp has to have less than 0.3% THC in it to qualify as legal hemp, according to the 2018 Farm Bill. And every year, farmers have to destroy up to 25% of their crops because it crosses that threshold. With this GMO variety, that's something they probably wouldn't have to worry about anymore. And CBD isn't psychoactive, so it's legal pretty much everywhere, even in states where marijuana is not. The issue is that with a little tinkering, somebody can take CBD and turn it into a psychoactive THC alternative like Delta 8 or Delta 10 THC. So through legal loopholes, they're fully available to anyone who wants them, being sold in like convenience stores and gas stations. And for some states, that's a big problem, especially when kids start getting high on Delta 8 gummies. Legislators all over the place have been scrambling to bring these marijuana-like products under regulation or ban them entirely until they do. Congress is about to start working on a reauthorization of the 2018 Farm Bill and revamp it for today's cannabis industry. And attorney generals from several states are demanding that they address these issues. Plants like Badger G could help compliance from the ground up. But remember, in nature, all it takes for CBG to turn into THC is a few enzymes. So I think they're going to get a little surprised when they figure out that some intrepid smoker will discover the means to do that on their own.